I'm in Sun Peaks in Canada. I'm not skiing, other people are skiing and it's tempting. But I did not plan to ski today. I just paid the ticket. Okay, the snow is kind of deep, so I need to uh, keep going on a beaten path because then I won't be able to focus on what I want to say. Okay, or maybe I need to walk kind of a slow. Yeah, I'm going to do that. Walk slower, so I won't have enough momentum to punch through the snow. Yeah. See? People who invest their energy source in different sports. So this is my topic today: how you assign your mind energy into things, plan, dreams, goals, sports. So if I look at those people who just came down the hill skiing, they won't get frustrated. Why? Because their mind energy is focused onto converting into adventure, adrenaline, fun, whatever activity they do, and they don't have enough processing power to focus on anger and frustration. Let's say if they hit the ground, wow, look at this guy. Nice. She's a woman who's really good. Another one, and then I'll continue my recording. She's a bit of a, but yeah, I'm like that. I'm not really good. So if I look at these people, even they don't get it right from the first time, uh, they don't really get frustrated because their emotion is into learning, doing it better, redoing it, and they feel good. They feel good. And it's not enough anger or that type of negative emotion to put into frustration. One way of avoiding the frustration is to do what you love. So if I ask these guys, let's say, to ski for a year without changing the environment, just make them ski the same hill until they get perfected. And at some point, because there's no more challenge, it's no new, is no novelty, they may start getting frustrated. Why? Because the fun is gone, and now the mind don't have to process the fun and focus on whatever how they do ski down. Why? Because they've done it. Most of it is automatic pilot. And now, if something does not go according to their plan, frustration kicks in. Same happened with marriages, with school. So every time your mind does something on automatic pilot, and at the same time you deal with something that you don't really like because it's no more challenge, like a marriage or old marriage, so it doesn't keep you entertained, doesn't keep you interested, then you play that automatic pilot function or program, and while you are into that lifestyle or that activity, you want to do something, because that's human nature. You want to progress, you want to go towards something. Regardless, even you want to do the dishes, you want to take the kids to school, you want to do something because you have mental energy that keeps you in motion, wants you to move. Otherwise, you're dead. And so some of that energy, if you don't know how to convert it, it goes into negative emotions like frustration. Does it make sense up to here? So about me, I'm recording while the thoughts are coming. I'm not thinking much in advance what I was going to say. And sometimes 2-3 minutes into the recording, I start to kind of mess up my speech, and I record again to get a better video, easier to understand, but the thoughts are coming. This is so. Sometimes I'm driving, thought is coming, and say, oh yeah, I'll record it later, and I forget about it. And maybe later, okay, I pick it up again, take the phone and record it. But otherwise the thoughts are coming. So right now while I'm speaking, while I'm talking on the camera, things are coming to me. So I'm not special. Most people do the same thing. Thoughts are coming, especially if it's a field that you have some knowledge. But in my case, I don't know, maybe life experience, maybe my personal experience, and maybe the quiet environment here remove all the noise, because the mind has to process some of those noises, and now the mind has enough processing power to process what's really significant or important. And if I tell the mind, or if I tell myself, I want to record stuff that might help some people, one person, if it helps you, you don't have to say anything. It's okay. Someone, the orchestra conductor, the creator knows who needs this information, and knows how to direct that person towards useful stuff. So YouTube, Google has a similar principle. They listen to your thoughts because you type your thoughts on your Google searches, and they will process it, analyze it, and they will suggest videos, searches, advertisements. So they probably copied this one from God. So if you think of something, you will get an answer. Just have to quiet your mind. So coming back to the frustration and the thoughts that cause frustration. So those extra thoughts. So how you avoid frustration? By doing what you love. One thing I told you earlier. Then another thing is by learning how to convert this mental energy into something else. So first you need to recognize, it's like any troubleshooting, you need to recognize when the frustration kicks in, and you need to find a replacement, a healthier replacement, because frustration, I keep saying, I don't know if any psychologist or any scientist said anywhere like that, but my saying, could be someone else as well, frustration is the building block for depression. You keep frustrating yourself because it's your mind. You frustrate, you allow frustration to kick in. There's nobody else. People are triggers, can be triggers, but you don't have to act on those triggers. You don't have to. So it's new. You allow that trigger to move to the next step in the process and allow the frustration to kick in, or you can take that one, the trigger, recognize it and convert the emotion, because you have an emotion. So that's, if you don't have an emotion, especially when you sleep, you can get frustrated in a sleep. I mean, you may have frustrating dreams, like you are frustrated in the dream, but that's made up stuff by your brain. In a real life, while you are awake, you have some energy, some mind energy, and if you don't know how to focus it towards something useful, it will go to these negative emotions, because you need to release those. That's energy. The energy doesn't really stuck too much into a place or into a body, into a mind. You want to escape, want to do something. That's the energy. The energy is a flow. It moves. Photons move, right? Atoms and electrons move. You think that atoms in a metal are doing nothing? Yeah, the atoms in an electron, in a metal, or in a tree, or in a snow crystals, they vibrate because they have energy and they move. So they may not move back and forth, but they move. The light, the photons from the light, which is energy, this is a different topic, but the photons and the light move, and they have a speed, they have a vibration. So the same with energy from on your body and your mind. Things have to move, and they can move at a faster pace, slower pace, but they have to move. You can't keep them in emotion, inert. And now it's up to you what you do with those emotions, and you have to train yourself how to find another emotion that's healthier for you. Let's say these people, you see, they are skiing. They have some emotion, some energy, some extra energy, and they feel the urge to go out and play. Like a cat, you want to go out. A dog wants to run. You know, or a pilot wants to fly. So we have built-in emotions, and they have to be used. Otherwise we die. If we don't have emotion, we are dead. And if you slow down, you can do that by meditating, but actually you're not slow down completely. You're still in motion, you still have some emotion, but you are able to control those emotions, and it helps you to manage your energy, your mental energy, into the direction you want, because your mind energy is very valuable asset. And through meditation you can get thoughts, what I can do with this extra energy, or these thoughts, this plan, this adventure, whatever it's in your mind, instead of putting into frustration that leads to depression. Now I'm above the clouds. I don't know if it's entertaining for you or if you are still watching this thing. So today I had a number of events. I can't call them events, but reasons to get frustrated. So Google told me that I need about 4 hours to drive, actually 5 hours to drive here in from Vancouver to Snow Peaks. So about 5 hours. But Kokihala Highway was really slippery and was not really safe to drive faster than maybe 80 kilometers an hour. And so if I left around 8 o'clock, I got here in some peaks around 5 o'clock. 8 p.m. got at 5 a.m. So 5 hours plus 2, plus 4. Oh wow! So I got here late. I made my bed in a car, but I thought, this is what it is. Can get frustrated, so I'm going to get some sleep. Woke up a few times, kept pressing the snooze button on my cell phone. Went back to sleep, so I got a couple of hours of sleep, and so that was my plan to get here maybe around 12:01, but it didn't go my way. But I did not told myself, this is my way, it has to be that way, otherwise I'll get pissed off. Pissed off to what? Is anything I can do? Speed up just to avoid frustration? No, because I know how to avoid frustration, right? So I took my time. I enjoyed the drive. It was very tiring at some point, but it was cool, it was nice. Then tried to use the drone, but the batteries were not charged enough, because the drone has a program to discharge the battery. So I got here, I thought, okay, I need to charge the batteries to fly my drone, to have some nice scenery, okay? And I'm trying to use a brand new charger, and the brand new charger is not working properly. It's too cold, so luckily I had my other charger, and I plugged it in, I started charging the battery, okay, and I did other errands here, but I did not get frustrated because of that bad charger, because I had a backup. And then I also thought, even without a backup, I don't really have to fly the drone. And then I got into the lift, and there is a sign, it's no drone area, no drone area. Okay, and do I need to get frustrated? No. So you know what? Life is good with the drone, without the drone. Look at how beautiful it is outside. And I went for a hike in a forest far away from the no drone area, so I could fly my drone. Put the battery in, set it, everything. I tried to fly the drone, and it did not take off. So I look at the app, it tells me 7 Celsius degrees, so the battery is kind of cold. It doesn't like to fly in the cold or something. And I said, yeah, that's totally fine. So now I need to go back to the lift and take a couple of other pictures. And I feel really relaxed. I don't have any kind of a idea in the back of my mind about any a frustrating thought. Anything to tell myself, oh, I did not fly my drone, I'm tired, I'm not happy, I didn't get what I wanted. No, it's nothing like that. I'm totally relaxed and totally fine, and I wish you could see on the camera, I'm above the clouds. I'm above the clouds, and I don't want to go down into the village, my car, because it's not that beautiful there. So that's my thought for today, how I managed to avoid frustration. So sometimes the frustration tries to kick in. It's kind of a knocking at the door. Hey, can I get in? And I'm not telling the frustration at the time, oh, get out, I don't want you to come into my head. Because if I train the frustration in my previous years, if I train it, and I tell my frustration, yeah, come in. I'm alone, I need something to do with the mind, I need to process something, I need to think of you, you're my friend. And the friend now keep coming, get used to it. It's like when you feed the bear keeps coming. Same with frustration. He's not really a nice person. He's kind of a jerk, kind of a bad energy. Instead of being nice, sometimes it bursts in because you got that friend used to getting in. So you open the door to that friend. So first thing, you made friend with frustration. And at first it knocks at the door. Say, oh yeah, coming. I'm kind of lonely. I want to talk to someone. And the frustration comes in. Talk to that friend. Then it gets used to, and it says to you, it's like you married or you the frustration is your boyfriend or girlfriend, and can I have the key for your mind, your room? And so yeah, you can come in at any time. I love your company, because that's the thing. That's when you give someone the key, is because you're okay with their company, and sometimes you want to spend some time with that person. The same with this entity, with the frustration. And so the frustration now gets the key, is happy, can come in at any time. Sometimes you invite that friend because you're lonely, you have that extra energy and you want to share it with someone. And now you decided, you know what, this friend messed up my life, kind of. Someone told me, because you have your own reality, and if you are not aware what's going on, you don't have the proper setting or proper measurement for what's normal, what's healthy, what's happy. You don't know, really. You get into the state of mind when you live in your own dream, your own reality, and you don't know what's going on. And if someone tells you from outside you have depression, you may believe it, you may not. So when you believe it, when you trust the person, you go to a doctor, you trust that doctor. But if you are a control freak and you want to have control over your emotion, you don't go to the doctor. But if you have to, you feel that that's the right thing to do, or someone pushes you, you go there, and you don't trust the doctor, and regardless of what the doctor say, you actually have your own reality, your own idea what's depression, what's not depression. You're not depressed, you're not sick. It's like a schizophrenia. So you don't know real what's the normal, and unless you have the mental capacity to compare yourself with people around. And if you live in a country where everyone is grumpy, frustrated, then how you measure what's good or not, what's good for you, what's your state of mind, because there is no standardization. There's nothing telling you you're supposed to be here or be here, you're supposed to smile, this means happiness, this means frustration, this means the good marriage, good relationship. There's no standards. People make up stuff. Every country have different ways of measuring. They might share the standards among the doctors and scientists, but how do we know what's the real stuff? What God wants for us, right? So only when you compare yourself with other people, then you realize, oh, I need to see a doctor. Or you self-check. Do a self-check. And then you figure, okay, this frustration friend doesn't do me any good. And you want to take the frustration key away. Frustration will object, won't be happy. And you want to make the frustration happy, and you will allow frustration sometimes. But if you are determined, and you have to be determined, then you tell frustration, you know what, that's it, I'll take your key, or I'll change the locks, and you need to knock at the door, man. Don't just burst in, because I found another friend, and I want to make friend with a happy. And frustration is keep trying, because sometimes frustration is lonely. So it's trying. Now you get sometimes the frustration is trying to get in the door, knock around, is wandering around the door, making some noises to be noticed, and maybe you need some food for that energy, because it's an energy. Frustration is an energy, and if you feed the frustration, it will keep coming. So you tell the frustration, you know what, you are not welcome here. You're not welcome here, and you can find many other minds in the world to play with, but don't come in here. So that's a mental trick, and you invite something else in your mind. So if you can meditate, then you don't need to invite anything, it's empty, so you can clear up. But if you got used to have a busy mind, very busy, your brain is hungry for being busy. It's kind of a food for the mind, and it's your choice. You want to start meditating to stop feeding this type of emotions, and that's kind of a mind trick. Also, the frustration is your child. It's your mind child, and you might feel bad that you created that frustration child, and you allowed the child to come in at any time, and now you want to kick that child out because I know it's your old friend or something, but it's your mind creation, child or whatever. I just made up something, and it's up to you if you want to be strong and decide that you want to end up that relationship because it's not healthy for you, and easy. It might take you some time, but easy. So every time the frustration knocks in, don't pay attention. Ignore that friend. So over the time, your mind will find different friend, and will forget that relationship. Okay, so you will get a kind of a healthy habit. So I let you go. That was a long video. It's a half an hour video. I hope it will give you some sort of tips how to relax. So right now there's no way for me to get frustrated because I have no plans, no dreams, no wishes now. I just sit here and relax and enjoy. So there's no reason to get frustrated. Okay, talk to you later. Bye bye. Enjoy your life because here life is good.